brand new update means a whole lot of new content for us, and especially the brand new characters, which gets people really hyped up for. But today we're just gonna be focusing on Oboro, and man, I can't wait to get started on him. So we got his talent right here, Dragon Rebirth. When initiating battle, damage dealt increases by 10%. And it goes up to 20% at 6 stars. If this hero has no soldiers, then the enemy soldiers' damage is reduced by 90%, and before entering battle, this hero gains a shield after taking action, which takes up 25% of his total HP, which is kinda dumb because essentially it's replacing 25% HP to make it into a shield. And when the hero dies, they deal 0.25 times AoE damage to the damage dealer, so the person or character that kills Oboro. And then they get a permanent increase of damage taken by 20% that cannot be dispelled. And this thing goes up to 0.3 times at 4 stars, 0.4 at 5 stars, and then 0.5 times at 6 stars for the AoE death damage. He brings along 2 new skills here. Elemental Amassing. You cannot attack, move, or be displaced. And you cannot use any other skills other than Dracomorph here. And after taking action, restores 20% of HP and gains Dragon Valor, which increases his mobility by 1 and increases his attack defense and magic defense by 7%. And as you keep on stacking up, you'll gain the following: restore HP equal to 25% of damage dealt, plus 2 range, immunity to all debuffs, and damage increases by 50%, and can ignore guard. Then you can teleport to any block within range, but you lose Elemental Amassing, but Oboro will lose all his soldier, gains a permanent increase to his HP by 30% and can restore 50% of his HP. And he can actually double attack like the way how Werner and Joshua does. Soldier HP is reduced by 90% and they cannot heal. Because when you transform, Oboro doesn't really have soldiers, so I don't know why it really says soldier HP is reduced by 90%, but we're gonna have to just go in and see what that really is all about. And his movement is changed to flying, and he can move again afterwards when he uses skill, and the mobility is equal to the number of each stack of Dragon Valor that he has. And all this cannot be dispelled or be ignored by like something like cannot receive any buffs. Okay, so to make this clear, let's say that Oboro has like 2 stacks of Dragon Valor, and then if you like transform him, you'll gain a mobility of 2 and an increase of 14% of his attack defense and magic defense. Then if you transform, you will just gain restore HP equal to 25% of damage dealt and plus 2 range. But let's say he has 3 stacks instead. He'll get plus 3 mobility and a 21% increase to his attack defense and magic defense. Then when he transforms, he'll gain restores HP to up to 25% of damage dealt, plus 2 range, and immunity to all debuffs, which would mean you miss out on the damage increase by 50% and cannot ignore guard, which what you would have gotten if you stack up the 2 4 times. So I really hope that you guys understood that, because really it's just a lot of information to absorb from this skill alone. And then we got his second skill right here, Spirit Breath. Attacks an enemy dealing 1.5 times physical damage, and then if your attack is higher than enemies, then before battle gives 2 random debuffs. Yeah, and so this is the stones I gave him for this armor, HP attack defense, headwear, HP attack magic defense, and then weapon accessory, attack, HP, and skill. This is what you would really want. I built him for PvP usage with a full moon enchant, and essentially for orbital you want something like attack, defense, or magic defense. Try to get a little bit of both if you can, and then of course HP as well. Now that you guys know what Orbital's setup is, let's go into his awakening stage. Alright, so here we are. So for this stage I would recommend you using Steelwing Warrior if you have that. You can really use Holy Pegasus as well, Griffin Knight especially since they do a lot of damage. You can even do something like Amazon Champion. Oh wait, never mind, don't because you'll be facing Lewin and then Bernhardt right here, and then last one being Renetta. And you can even do Dragon Troopers as well if you want. I'm gonna experiment with something real quick, so I actually want to see okay, so this might be a little bit risky, but I want to see if I can get Oboro to transform into his dragon, because I really want to see it. Because essentially this is gonna be my first time using him. Oh shoot, I already transformed him. Oh crap. Whoop. Rewind. Alright, so do I just do nothing? Okay, yeah, just do nothing. So yeah, so that's how you transform him. Like I said before, if you stop like at 2 seconds, you only gain some of the stuff. Oh my god, Oboro. Oboro, you gotta survive this, man. You got this, bro. Oh my goodness. Okay, okay, okay. Oh no, please survive this. Don't let him stop you. Alright, so Oboro could not survive all of that, so we're just gonna have him stop at 3 stacks right here. Let's get him to transform. Okay, yeah, so this transform only allows you to move 3 blocks. And I really want to see this double. Oh my goodness, okay. Yeah, so I really want to see his double attack right here. There we go, there's the debuffs. Woohoo! There we go, look at that double attack. Oh my goodness, gotta love that. You gotta love that. This man is gonna be a menace. Oh my goodness, I am gonna have a ton of fun using this guy. Look at that, no problem. He's gonna be one-shotting everything. Oh yeah, I did forgot to mention to you guys that I am gonna be changing the way how I do the awakening stages. Essentially, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm always gonna be doing the first awakening stage because I do get comments saying that the first awakening stages are like hard for some of these people. This is what I'm really gonna be doing. I'm always gonna be doing the first awakening stages for every showcase video. But as for the second awakening stage, if I find it to be hard, then I will show it in the video. But if it's not hard, then I'm not gonna show it in the video, because the second awakening stage, considering you get 3 NPCs that you get to control, and they're usually pretty reliable. Okay, so this is this 3C skill here, Dragon Valor Fury. Okay, so it has a passive skill. For every 1 stack of Dragon Valor, this unit deals 25% increased damage when their talent triggers upon death. What? Okay, so wait, hold on. When attacking and entering battle, if this enemy has no soldiers, then the hero deals 50% increased damage. This thing is a physical damaging skill, attacks one enemy dealing 1.5 times damage. After battle, deals an additional 0.33 times damage to enemies within 1 block. And for every stack of Dragon Valor that he has, the range is increased by 1. Okay, so pretty much this is, if you have Alicia, this is pretty much the way how Alicia's DC works. You do damage, and then afterwards, AoE attack right after. And here it is, his skill animation right here. Ooh, pretty fire. Okay, so I'm gonna dig in. And if it's hard, I'm not gonna show it in the video.
A few minutes later.
So yeah, that second awakening stage isn't really hard at all. It is super easy. If you can't beat it, then I don't know what to say to you. You just gotta get good. But yeah, we got it. Okay, let's equip this on and let's see how much my boy can go. Okay, not that much, but now that we got his 3C skill, let's go test this out. And man, I can't wait for it. Alright, so here we are. This is the Fire Dragon stage, and this is gonna be the team I'm using. I'm gonna be relying on Freya here to faction buff Oboro here. And essentially what I'm gonna be doing is setting Oboro up to see if he can actually one-shot this thing. And I'm not gonna be using Heimdall. I would kind of, but I really just want to see if Oboro can just really handle this alone. Alright, so I want to show you guys something real quick. You guys, okay, so you know how I was talking about his elemental amassing right here? So this is essentially what I was talking about. Up to 4 stacks, you can see everything right here. You will see everything that he gets at 4 stacks. If you just look at his, the buffs on him, this is what it looks like 4 stacks, right? And then if I go back right here to round 3, and it shows everything that he will get at 3 stacks right here. So just show you guys again, this is what it looks like at 4 stacks. He gets the ignore guard and damage dealt increased by 15%, and then at 3 stacks right here, he does not have that. In case you guys were just lost on all of that, you can easily see it just by looking at his description there. And yeah, so now that we got 4 stacks, now let's actually test him out right here. Let's test it out on this poor lava titan right here. Look at that 50 increase. He loses 25% of his HP and then gets replaced by a shield. So yeah, if you're trying to run last rites on him, just yeah, it's not a good option because he's not gonna be at 100% HP. It's just attack. Oh, okay. I want actually turn on animation real quick. Okay. Say if I point down here. Yo ho ho. Okay, will he do it? There we go. I thought it was a line skill for a second there, because I was still thinking about the way how Elysia skill is kind of like this, but the skill is around Oboro. Okay, yeah, so the AoE damage effect should reach up to 5 blocks at 4 stacks right here, because if you have no stacks, then it will be within 1 block range, and then at 2 stacks of Dragon Valor, it will be 3 block range. Okay, yeah, so this 3C skill should do a whole lot more damage since the dragon pretty much has no soldiers. So let's see if we can really one-shot this thing. Alright, nope, I got my hopes way too high. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and I was really hoping too. So yeah, maybe next time if I do like a one-shot thing, maybe I'll feature Orbital, but I don't really have an idea on what stage I can do for that at the moment. And so yeah, that was Orbital's 3C skill right there. If you have Elysia, then you should have like a pretty good understanding of how it really works. Plus, given the fact that it can do 50% more increased damage to enemies that has no soldiers. So it's good like on bosses, but you wouldn't really see Orbital in PvE that much. And I'll explain that in a little bit. Nighthawk. And of course this wouldn't be a 3C showcase if I didn't show off every bit of it. And I am quite curious about his death effect as well, because this thing does do 25% more increased damage when his death talent triggers. So okay, so he's at 4 stack right here, because this thing does increase the amount of time you have Dragon Valor. So essentially when his death talent triggers, it will do 100% damage increase at 100% right now. So if we have Oboro just stand right here real quick. Okay, yeah, so Matthew will attack and one-shot him. Okay, yeah, one-shot him. Oboro will do 10k damage right there. And if we go back, and then at 3 stacks right here, it should do a little bit less than that. So we see if Matthew will one-shot Oboro again. We'll see if much difference.
Huh?
So yeah, that is such a big difference. What the heck? Okay, so previously, I don't know what. Okay, yeah, so previously, I don't know what the heck just happened. Okay, so yeah, 4 stacks, he did 10k damage, and that's 100% increased damage. And then at 3 stacks, it should be at 75%, right? But that only did 5300 damage, and that was a crit too. So that is just wild. And that was Oboro's 3C showcase right there. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. And let me know down in the comments how you guys feel about Oboro. So yeah, thanks for watching. Your fellow Z.